Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, what have you done? Bruh. I made a poll recently and you guys absolutely destroyed it. Like I was like, what? There was over like 100 votes for the next character that we'll be analyzing today. And Ciri won. Ooh, that was close for a little, There was they were even with Leonardo, and I was like, oh, okay, Leonardo, very simple character, like only discard zones, nothing special, haha. But then Ciri won. Well, I guess you wanted it, and now we'll be sitting here for like 2 hours. Let's go. Never mind, I love it. Hello guys! Today, strategy and deck analysis and tier list for one of the most complex character in the game and one of the most powerful character in the game. Yeah, she's definitely one of the most powerful character in the game because I don't really count the characters that are just stupidly designed, like Sherlock is stupidly designed, Elektra is stupidly designed. Doctor Strange is kinda alright. I mean, he's kinda fair, I like him. If you play him normally, he's fine. Medusa is stupidly designed and Bigfoot is stupidly designed. But Ciri, she's a character that is. She's powerful in the fact that she is actually powerful, especially if you know how to play her. Because this is the character that you can basically build however you want. You can pick this girl and she can just be. You can use her as a control machine with these cards and thousands of cancels. You can use her as auto damage machine, so now everyone is scared of hitting her. Or you can build her to slap big hits. Or if you're like, oh, I would like to play some OTK, but I don't want to play Dracula or Genie. I want to play someone else. You can just pick like Ciri also, and you are basically like better OTK than Dracula and Genie. Yep. If that sounds interesting for ya, consider liking and subscribing. There are so many of you now that I think I can start to talk about this. Like, what the hell? There are so many of you guys. But yeah, I will be not taking the time out of this video because I guess it will be like an hour because source cards are absolute like. Yeah, okay. And now at the beginning, I also want to tell it. It is not a guide for competitive players. Okay, this is a guide for people who want to play character normally and have fun. Because I know in competitive you can basically do some crazy things depending who are you going against, and I'm well aware of a lot of those strategies, but I don't want to like tell you about them because I don't feel like I'm qualified to talk about this. I just want to make this video for the average, like, basic unmatched player who just played Ciri for a while and he was like, oh my god, I like this character. I want to learn more about her. So here I am. That's me. But I'm not recording this video for some competitive guys because I'm not a competitive guy myself. I'm retired. So yeah, now I'm just playing for fun. Okay. So let's go to the video. Let's go. Ciri time. Basic stats like always. We got health 15, max of 19. Believe me, this amount of health is actually busted. You may be like, oh, but someone like, I don't know, She-Hulk or Sinbad has a similar health bar. And yeah, you are right, bruh. Even Black Panther is very close to this much health bar because he has like 16 health in max. But what's different about this girl? Yeah, the fact that this huge health bar is actually much bigger than for a lot of other characters because she can actually like exploit and use this health bar for her best. So her being 19 is broke. Movement is 2, max of 6. Yeah, like good. Of course it's good. Like 6 movement. And also, when I'm talking about movement, I'm talking about the, boosting with your horse cards. Your horse cards, the Iuraqua, I don't know how to pronounce it, unfortunately. Your horse unicorn cards are having very high boost value. So if your unicorn will die early, it's not like it's now okay. You're sitting with those trash, stupid cards of your sidekick in hand, and you're like, bruh, I wish he was there. He was here with me. No, you are not like that. You are like, oh, now I have 4 value boosts. I can run to the opponent and slap him in the face. Woohoo! This is cool. So yeah, your horse has the biggest boost values, and that's actually like super well balanced. I would say that if your horse will die, you are basically now a Sonic. You are so fast. You have a sidekick called this name, and then sidekick. Yeah, busted. Brother horse is absolute menace. Like if you want to play for fun as Ciri, I dare you, try horse build, because this horse will absolutely like run through the opponent and there will be like nothing left of them if you will just play 5 times his 4 value attack. Like horse is broken, and also he can parry somehow. Like what? Average boost value 3. Like I said, horse has very high boost values, and also you're on your own has very high boost values, which means you will be boosting a lot, baby, and a free value boost is basically the way. This is great. Like you will always catch the opponent. It's not like turtles. Turtles are just like, okay, I have good like value game, but my movement sucks, which is I guess thematic because they are turtles. Ooh, that's interesting. But yeah, not that type of turtles though. Nah, Ciri will always catch you. And yeah. Card draw, max of infinite. Why? You have one scheme that can draw you cards infinitely. So if you want to be Robin Hood slash Sindbad slash who else? Bigfoot, T-Rex. You can. Chupacabra slash Chupacabra. You can be one. There is like no problem with that. Like, bro, you can be whoever you want. This is very like inclusive character. Okay, never mind. Average block value is 4. What the fuck? This is broken. And I don't see another way. Like in the early game, you are like, okay, I will block for 2. I will block for 2. Now my health is 10, so that's kind of bad. But then the mid game hits, and you are like, oh boy, now I block with 4 with this card. Now I block with 4 with movement. Now I basically parry you. What will you do? Nothing. And also, I deal auto damage on defense. Yep, this is getting out of control very quickly. Average attack value is also 4, but it's pretty like difficult to judge even because depending how you will build your Ciri, the Ciri will be hitting more or less. If you are talking full potential Ciri with the highest attacks ever, then bro, the average attack value is probably 7. Okay. If you are going for the auto damage Ciri, like the absolute defense master and Luke Cage destroyer of worlds, then you are hitting for max of something like 3. But you are not hitting the opponent directly, but you are basically destroying his health bar with auto damage, so brother, it's crazy. Special ability. Finally, we're talking about special ability. I was always missing this part. But Ciri's special ability is actually very good. Uncontainable power. 7 source. I mean those bubbles, remember how basically it means how many of those bubbles you have in the discard pile, the source bubbles. that many those effects you can activate. So if this case, if you have 7 of those bubbles, effects on series cards cannot be cancelled. So now opponent can do nothing about you. Yes, as you can see, very good stats. Ciri is absolute menace. But it's not even like we are only getting started, because we just talk about the stats and we have to go through all of those cards. And what's better than start with her exclusive cards, which are the source cards. So now we'll be going through source cards. Yes, we will be source cards. And now, why am I so... calm down, guys, for a second. We need to calm down. Why am I like splitting those source cards into like different category than other cards? Because those source cards are not your normal cards. Depending who you will be going against, you will be like wanting to take one path of those source cards or other. And now I'll be discussing all of them, so that's why those source cards are there. And also, remember, to play one playstyle, for the most part, you have to sacrifice other playstyle. So there is no way of hitting like Lion Cup of Citra, 7 value attack. Sintra, not Citra, it's not Far Cry 3. Lion Cup of Sintra 5 times at 7 value without sacrificing something like Child of the Elder Blood or Push to the Brink. I mean, you can still play them, but it's not like you will be able to do this. Also, you have to sacrifice Zirael. And Zirael is, as you can see. So, what does it mean? You have to always be like... I will tell it right away, because we are at the source cards. So we're at the source strategy also. What you're doing as Ciri is, you're sitting with your buddy, you know, he's on the one side of the table, you're on the other side of the table, you picked Ciri. Or you rolled Ciri. And then your opponent is picking or rolling other character. Let's say he picked, who is like... He picked Miss Marvel. Now, you, while sitting on this other side of the table, the first thing you're doing as Ciri is thinking, okay, which source cards of those 5 are useless in this matchup? That's your first idea. What you want to do against like this character and this character, how you want to counter it. In case of Miss Marvel, for example, you would for sure go for Big Hits playstyle, which will be, spoiler, which will be Lion Cup of Sintra. Yeah, and that's how you are basically doing it. In the future, I may do the video, the tier list of, or maybe not tier list, but something similar to this counter video that I made. But now about Ciri. Which playstyle we are picking with sources against every character in the game. I think that sounds pretty good. Let me know down in the comments if you like made it to this point in the video. If you did, yeah, you are a Chad. Okay, so let's move through all of them. Ooh. Lion Cup of Sintra. 2 value attack. 1 source, of course, like all of those cards. Ciri only. 3 copies. During combat, a boost 2. During combat, 1 source and the discard. This card's value is 4. So we are already somewhere. But then 5 sources. This card value is 7. What? Brother. So basically, if you want to go, if you see the character, let's say it that way, I will already like give you the examples. If you see the character on the other side of the table who is like maybe don't really have a lot of health, this character block sucks, and overall he's struggling against characters who are just smacking him high, you can just straight up build your Ciri around this one card. And now you are able to smack him with 3 sevens plus 2 from this card, but we'll get to it. So now, if his blocks are like max of 3, so let's say you're playing against a lot of characters are like that. Ghost Rider, Bullseye, Robin, Chupacabra, who else? Yeah, What even from the new set. If you're playing against those fighters, you can just straight up hit them with 5 of those 7s, and now you dealt 4 times 5, which is 20 damage. Yep, and if you will survive, you will just win. It's almost guaranteed, except some cards, but at 90% of times you will just win because you pick the playstyle to smack the opponent with 5 sevens. That seems pretty good. There are characters who you don't really want to pick this playstyle though, because this is very safe playstyle. It's very like simple playstyle. It's basically the Unga Bunga. You're just going in and hitting the opponent unless he dies. Sometimes you will even deal some auto damage to him with this, for example. So yeah, it's pretty like simple playstyle. It's very satisfying, very cool. But the amount of characters you can use it against is I don't know if I have a knowledge. I actually might not, but we'll see if I will just make this another video, like I said. But yeah, going for those 7s playstyle is pretty comfortable and pretty simple against certain fighters, so you definitely can like go for it and be fine, but you have to consider if it's like viable in this case, because if it's not, if you are playing against character who has like huge blocks and great control game damage reduction, then I'm sorry, but this is just a waste of sources. Just play this card offensively as bait, even with 2 value, 4 value. Just play it and then go for auto damage or control or recursion, and that's fine. So this card definitely use in the no aggressive big hits playstyle, this might playstyle. And some characters will just be destroyed with this playstyle alone, so that's fine. And this card, of course, it's no. The tier list of this video, this character will be like so difficult to make. Like, bro, this will be hard. But yeah, I will be not like giving them points. I'm done with that because in the end I'm doing the tier list. So what's the point? Next one. Push to the Brink, 3 value Versitile, 3 copies, that's cool. Ciri exclusive, all of those source cards are Ciri exclusive, so yeah. 2 boost value. After combat, 2 sources, deal 1 damage to the opposing fighter. Okay, so now we went from the standard block to actually good block, because dealing 1 damage after combat is actually significant, especially if you're playing control character, which you can as Ciri. And also you have 15 health, so 3 value block is something you can just play and be cool with that, because you have bigger health bar, you also have healing, so unless you will play it just as the 3 value block without those effects, it's like okay. But then 7 value, 7 source, deal 2 damage to the opposing fighter within 3 spaces of Ciri. And now we went from a good block to absolutely busted block. Now we are playing something like Counter Punch from Sherlock, like Counter Attack from Spider-Man, like Complete the Mission from Winter Soldier, and like all of those other crazy cards, 3 value cards, that are dealing damage after combat. And this is absolutely broken. Especially because if you have 3 copies of it, you can have even more copies of it. But yeah, this card is bonkers. The problem is you need to be at 7 source, but that's also right, because at this point you cannot be cancelled. So this 2 damage, you can say, is guaranteed. And Yeah, opponent will basically not do nothing about this unless he will end your turn, but currently in Unmatched we don't really have that many characters. Because we have Luke Cage, Hamlet and Krang. I don't know if there's any other fighter. Titania, of course, but yeah. This is no, Titania doesn't have the end of turn. But yeah, this card is absolutely like great, powerful, very good card, very versatile. Even if you are not going for the playstyle of the auto damage, because this is basically your first part of auto damage playstyle. If you are kinda scared of the opponent, I guess he's like, let's say, he is more defensive, he has great blocks, he like to play slower game, but he doesn't really have healing. So let's say it's Bigfoot. Bigfoot is a good example. You can just play this auto damage playstyle because you know he will not heal it. So if you will just play this 3 times, let's say with 7 sources, because you use all of your Lion Cup of Sintra to boost, like, you discarded it to make it up to like 3, and then from some other cards you get it up to 7. I guess you can sacrifice those, even the Zirials, you can sacrifice those. And now you are at 6 source, so from now on you can play one of this card, you deal 1 damage, so that's okay. And then the rest of them are just 2. So now you are dealing 5 auto damage, then you can take them back with this card, and now deal 4 additional auto damage. So now you dealt 9 auto damage, and then you have other card with auto damage. So yeah, Bigfoot can be destroyed with this playstyle, and it's not like he can just go in and smack you with logs, because you have huge like blocks and actually busted health bar, and you also have a lot of cancels, and you also have your horse who also deals auto damage, but we will get to it. This card is probably, it's very safe, but you have to be like decided if you want to go for this, like, because this effect is actually busted, this 2 auto damage. This is like broken, and the opponent will not like run away from it like from Sherlock or Spider-Man. It's not like they have to be adjacent. Here you can just hit them far away. This is very cool. But yeah, this effect is cool, but you have to be actually like, you need to be like, okay, I will go for the auto damage playstyle no matter what. I will sacrifice my Lion Cups, I will sacrifice my Zerail. I sacrifice my Lion Cups. That sounds so bad, that's so sad. I will sacrifice my Sintras, I will sacrifice my Zerails, and now I can go for this playstyle. And that's pretty okay. Because this card at some point will be 4 value, and then it will be 5 value. So you can connect those 2 playstyles together, even with this one. Yeah, as you can see, there are some paths that are better than others. You can start with this, like play this one for 2, why not? Then we can play this. Now it's 4. Now we play this. But then this, and then this again, and then poof poof, auto damage. Oh my god, absolutely like cool chain reaction you can do. However, it will not work that way probably, but that's some great thing to play her. Also, this like mix up. So yeah, this card is great, very safe, very good and control playstyle. Even if you play those big hits, it's still great because it's free block. And it deals auto damage probably. And even 1 auto damage is very significant. Then we are getting to Zirael. Zirael is one of my is probably my favorite card in the whole game. Straight up. I love this card. I know it's hot take, but in my opinion, this is one of the best card in the whole Unmatched. Because, first of all, 2 value versatile, yeah, 3 copies, Ciri, 2 boost even. During combat at 3 sources, the value is 4. 4 value versatiles are decent, they are good. But then at 5 sources, which is not that like far into the game, like 7 sources, 8 sources, 9 sources are late game. Yes, maybe not late game, but you're entering late game. But 5 source, you're still in mid game. This card's value is 4, and your opponent discards 1 random card. Brother, whenever I play this character, Ciri, I am always looking at this card and be like, I know I should go for auto damage playstyle or fatigue playstyle or big hits playstyle or TK that we'll get to. But but then I look at this card and I'm like, no, I need to go for this controlled Zirael playstyle. I just need to. This card is absolute cinema. It's beautiful, it's powerful, it's broken. You can play it 5 times. The requirements to trigger this busted effect are like nothing, and it always hurts me to use Zirael as a 2 value block because I need to go for a big hits playstyle or the auto damage playstyle. It always hurts me, but it needs to be done. Zirael, absolute cinema. This is the card that you will be using if you will go for this control playstyle, because random discards are broken. Very hot topic. You are playing against you're playing against Michelangelo. What is Mikey doing? He is top deck hero. Let's say he is going close to you and he smacks you. First of all, you can basically cancel him with your parries, which we'll get to. And now he will get no action gain. Yeah, he will draw a card, but who cares? You basically ended this turtle whole turn. And now you can play Zirael into him for value random discard. What will turtle do? Okay, he will probably play defense. If he will not, God bless, because now we are discarding one of his random cards, so he has no cards in hand. If he played defense, he might as well lose another defense that he kept in hand. And now what? Unless he will cancel you with the pizza card, but that's whatever. And then you're smacking him with something like 7 value, or oh my god, you can play OTK on him with other card that we'll be talking later. And Turtle is cooked. He has no cards, he's taking 1000 damage to the face. Brother, what the hell? That's absolutely broken. And that's how we are countering the characters. If you're going against character who is aggressive, but also it has good defenses, you may just sit on your ass with Zirael in hand, play it 5 times even, because why not? And discard opponent's cards. And you are happy. You are so happy because now opponent is losing 5 cards. You might as well discard his OTK, which is whoa. And you are just chilling. This card is broken, it's busted. This is the main core card of your control playstyle. It's broken, it's busted, but sometimes you need to be okay, I will not go for Zirael, I will go for big hits, for auto damage, and for fatigue, which we are going to now. I think you can call it fatigue, but still. The Lady of Space and Time, the card that I was talking a lot about, because it's basically your core of all of those playstyles. Because what does it do? 2 value versatile, 2 copies, remember, 2 copies only. 2 value boost. After combat, 3 sources, return card from your discard pile to the top of your deck. We are already at the good fatigue scenario. Because at 3 sources, you can chain it up somehow. Yep, you can do that. You can play this card as like this one card from Achilles, Battle Hardened. Yeah, this 2 value that can be taken back from discard pile all over the game. This is similar to that. You can use it that way. But if you want to, of course, and then 8 sources, return a card from your discard pile to your hand. Okay, pretty aggressive. And then draw a card. Okay, pretty aggressive. So you can see in this card alone, we have like 2 different playstyles. First of all, this is somewhat of fatigue playstyle, where you can just, do this little cycle with it, or if you don't care, you can just, brother, you can take even 2 healing from discard pile. And now I am wrong, because she can have like 24 health. Bro, this character is absolutely amazing, and you can just play this character for the rest of your game, and you will be probably very happy and still learning new things. Okay, never mind. So this thing is already a fatigue like playstyle. And then at 8 sources, you are you are the aggressive demon, because now you can take back your Cintras, or this shit, or Zerail, and you can slap the opponent again. Or if you want to go for the more controlled playstyle, you can, at 3 sources you can play it, and then take Zerail back from the discard pile, because it still will be like at 5 sources if you take it at 5 sources before this condition. And then you have 5 ZRLs, 5 discards, random of course, because why not? And cool. And you can still play this way of like playing this card, taking the other copy of this card to your hand, like on the top. And this is stupid, because it's going to the top of your deck. So now, after maneuvering, you will be drawing basically the card that you already played. So it's +1 to your fatigue playstyle. And then you have this thing, which basically bypasses actions and turns and deals damage. Bro, I want to play fatigue Ciri now. Stupid. This card is broken. That's why I was always talking. You can have 5 of those Lion Caps of Sintra, 5 pushes to the brink, 5 Zerails, 5 Child of the Elder Blood. Because this card exists, and remember this for the following cards, because we can... It's not like you have to take source cards from this card pile. No. You can take other copies of cards also from this card pile. So you can see, in the future, you will see what we can do with this. But now, Child of the Elder Blood, bro, like scheme that basically 2 copies, fortunately, like thank God, because at 9 sources, 4 sources deal 1 damage, who cares? But at 9 sources, this thing deals 3 damage to each other fighter in series zone. So, at 9 sources, you can lethal 6 health cards. And if you will play this bad boy, I guess you can, because let's count it. 3, 3, 3. 9. We have 9 of those. So now, 9 of these, play this shit, they play this shit again, 6 auto damage, woohoo! Then take those two things back and play them again. 12 auto damage, basically like that. Who needs pushed to the brink when you can Child of the Elder Blood the whole board? Brother, I know it's endgame tool, but bro, you have cards that they can just basically push you to this point of the game and you will be fine. You just need to survive, and it's not hard to survive with character who can heal for a ton of like health, who can block like crazy. Because remember, if you will be building up to this huge explosion, it's not like you're not able to play this, and this with like bigger than source numbers. You can still play random discard Zerael. while building up to this huge explosion. Just save those 2 cards. And now you have 12 auto damage like that. Some characters are like having 14 health. You are basically lethaling them with this and this. This is stupid. This card is broken. It's so fun. It's so awesome. This character is great. And as you can see, source cards are basically your like playstyles. It's like you are playing I don't know, some RPG game or a game with the character builds. So, you know, you have a skill tree, you have different skills, different paths, you can build your character around, like, you know, games like Diablo, Borderlands, or some more advanced, like, I don't know, Remnant. You can build up your character to a certain direction while sacrificing other parts of the skill tree. This is the same, but in the other way. Sources are broken and we are not even like done with all of your playstyles because the Lady of Space and Time can take other cards from the discard pile. So some cards can be played 5 times, just like that. And we'll get to this now. First of all, Versitile Cards that are left. Blink. 4 value Versitile, Ciri only. 3 copies, 1 boost. Because why would you boost with this? Because Blink, after combat, moves Ciri up to 3 spaces. She may move through opposing fighters. Brother, who gave this hero a 4 value like block? I don't know. And also she can attack with that. This card is broken because whenever opponent will be like, oh, she ended the turn at my face. Now I will hit her. No, you will not. She will just jump away with this. Oh, like, where did she go? Oh no, she ran to the other side of the board. Brother, this is rough. Like, this card is powerful. Not only you have 4 value Versitile, so good luck like hitting her with something that is higher than 4. And then, yeah, and she has huge health bar, so she doesn't care, she will heal it. And then she moves like out of your zone. So, nah, you will just not hit her again. Good luck. This card is broken because cards that are 4 value versatile are already like busted. But then, card that allows you to move away from combat without condition to win is very good. It's like basically this 4 value versatile from Bigfoot that lets you like move 5 spaces away after combat. But on other character. You don't need to move 5 spaces. You can only move 3. You're still out of the opponent's second attack. And if you're playing against range character, you're probably out of their zone. Probably. You might not be, but you will find a way. Even if they will hit you again, you can play some other stupid things like zero rails, like push to the blink. Yeah, good luck. This card is powerful as hell. Then we got horse card, the unicorn one. And also you have Can 5 blinks. How cool is that? Good luck killing this girl. Then we got Searching Strike for horse only. 3 copies, 3 value versatile, 3 boost value. So like I said, horse values are big. If horse will die, somehow, because he's still very tanky, is like I know that they were very close, but they like abandoned this idea of giving the horse the ability to play blink, fortunately, because then horse would never die. But yeah, Searching Strike after combat. If you won the combat, okay, we will not win the combat with free value like attack, but it's still good block. You may search your deck for a source card, reveal it, and add it to your hand. I mean, it's okay, like, okay, you know, if you'll win the combat. So the opponent will be always blocking for something like 3 or attacking you with something like 4. And this card is like countered. I don't know. Horse overall cannot block for higher than 3. So yeah, that's the like the options to like reduce this card, like win with combat with this is rough, and I think it's very unlikely. But this card is still good because horse will survive for longer. Yeah, and free value boost is good. Block cards, broken parry, a free value block. Okay. This is weird. And so Horsey can play it. 3 copies. Very important. A 1 value boost. You will not boost with it. Immediately cancel all effects on your opponent's card. Oh, brother, what? 3 value feint. That you cannot hit the opponent with, but who will be hitting the opponent if you can just smack them with 7s? So yeah, okay. Yeah. Some characters have only like 2 of those powerful feints because 3 value cancel effects is called like super feint in the Unmatched community, I'm pretty sure. This super feint is you have a lot of those super feints. Let's say you are playing against Sinbad. What can you do? You can cancel him 5 times. Okay, so now unless he's hitting you with commanding impact, he's so cooked. And then he has to like go through blinks, through push to the brink and zeros. Yeah. Good luck, Sindbad. If you are going against character who just relies on effects so much, like yeah, we can play Sattler against this girl. Just take parry from a discard pile 2 times with Lady of Space and Time. And this is, I know it's very like unfun. It sounds very unfun, but believe me, guys, it's so fun to cancel the opponent ass with this thing all the time. So cool. This card is awesome. Like 5 feints in the deck. Having 3 of those is even powerful, and it's 3 value block, so it's not like you're feeling bad blocking with that. If you will play feint against 6 value attack, you are like, oh my god, I guess I take 4 damage. But if you will play this against 6 value attack, you are like, okay, 3 damage, cool. Yeah. And then we get to block attack cards. Now we got the horse card, Bane of the Anel. And I know it's pronounced Anel because I was watching the video about the Witcher lore in Polish. So now I'm pretty like certain. Same for Zirael. No Zirael, Zirael. And this is like pronounced Anel. So now we know more. 4 value attack. Horse only. 4 value boost. What the hell? Yeah, so if horse will die, you are fast as fuck, boy. And then 3 copies. After combat, move horse up to 4 spaces. He may move through opposing fighters, then deal 1 damage to an opponent fighter he moved through. This is like big attack stallion charge. But for a 1 target. 4 value attacks are respectable, first of all. So if you will hit the opponent with 4 value horse will probably deal 2 damage to him, because now he will deal him 1 damage from value and then 1 damage by movement. This is pretty good. And what now? Yeah, you have 3 copies of it. So what does it mean? 3 auto damage. He also can clear up sidekicks, so like good luck hiding behind your harpies, behind your ninjas, and behind your who else? Behind your sea dogs, because now horse is like coming close to you, and he is like, "Ooh, I will kill your sidekicks." And now, yeah, he's slapping you with this one. Horse is overall a menace. He can just absolutely destroy not only the sidekicks, he can also like injure you. So like reliable, and that's broken. And what I meant by, okay, you can play as a horse build even. Brother, can you imagine playing 5 copies of this absolute powerhouse of the card? Like 5 copies of 4 value attack that deals 1 damage after combat, basically. That sounds kinda illegal. At least in my opinion. So yeah, if you want to play more casually against characters who are more like, okay, they are like easier to count or whatever, you can just take the horse card from a discard pile 2 times and be like, woohoo, big powerful horse go brr. And yeah, he will go brr for sure, because now the opponent will lose 5 health like that. And if he has sidekicks, he will lose them too. Unless he will cancel. But bro, imagine cancel this card, because now we are taking 2 damage to the face. Unless you have like super feint. But not that many characters are having them. Yeah, this is broken. This card is maybe not broken, but it's kinda naughty. Yeah, I like to play horse playstyle. And this art is actually scary. Okay, then we got Channel the Source. Ciri only, 2 value attack, 3 boost value, 3 copies. What the fuck? It has 3 copies? Okay, now that's crazy. During combat, you may discard any number of source cards from your hand. Add +2 to discard value for each card you discarded. Yeah, it's like you have the Unbridled Range, Beast Form, Forever Hide, or whatever else some characters are having, or on Ciri. Yeah, cool. So what are you doing? You can see you are looking at this like very cute character. Let's say you are playing against who can you play against? I am confident, very confident that you can play even against Daredevil. No, maybe not Daredevil. It's kind of weird. You are looking at this cute Pandora. Okay, she has feints and she has the Rymans, but yeah, let's say she don't have them in hand. You can look at her beautiful small health bar and be like, oh, I can just discard all of my sources. And now the value of this card is like 10, 7. Yep, you can do that. And now the opponent will be so smacked that he will lose like half of health or even like more. Yes, so now you have your own OTK in your deck. I never played that way, but I was killed that way once, and I was sad. And I was like, okay, so this character now can be an OTK too, if she wants to. That's cool. Also, this card can be used to like discard some sources that you don't want. So now you're ramping up faster, and your early game is like better, because the biggest disadvantage of Ciri is her early game. Her early game sucks. And if you can skip this early game, you are basically the most powerful character in the game. If you know how to play her. But yeah, you are. And with this card, you are able to skip the early game. Unless you will get fainted, and some opponents will know this. But yeah, you can do that. So this card is sometimes it's powerful, sometimes you are just don't caring about this card, you are just using it to boost, and sometimes you are using it to ramp up faster. And if you will ramp up faster, good luck, your opponent is dead. It's like ramping up in Hearthstone with Druid. Yeah, this is similar. Then we got scheme cards, the Unicorn Ally, anyone can play it, even the horse. And yeah, Ciri recovers 2 health. Good. So now you can heal her 2 times for 2, so that's 4 healing. And then you can take it back with Lady of Special Time, so now you can play it 2 more times. So now you have 24 health. Yes, good luck killing Ciri now. And then, ongoing effect. We know the ongoing effects, you know, you will not meet the condition, card is discarded unless, and it's like giving you the effect every time. After each combat, your fighter is in draw 1 card. Like, who cares? Like, you can still play this card when you have like 6 cards in hand or 7 cards in hand. Let's play it, heal, and you don't care. And you are playing Fatigue Ciri. This is basically like awesome bypass. And this card discarded. Like I said. And also you can use this card to like tempo the opponent. You can just get close to him and be like, okay, I have 2 cards in hand and one of these cards I'm using to hit you. So now I'm hitting you with 7. But before that, I will play my horse, and now I'm hitting you with 7, so I'm basically replacing my 7 value attack with something else. I might even replace it with Zirael, and now you're cooked, because I can just discard your another card, and by hitting me, you are drawing me a card. So good luck, basically out-tempo me, you will not. This card is like powerful. It's so good. You can use it at fatigue, you can use it at big hit, not big hit, big tanking scenario, big health bar scenario. You know, you can basically build up your character into this like huge health bar and no one can kill you. You can use it to like rush the opponent, like someone like Chupacabra, Bigfoot, because this ability is basically better than their ability, because it works in every like hitting interaction, like fighting interaction, not only in the end of their turn. So this is powerful. And now we go to strategy and guides. Works against. I think we already know the answer, boys. Everybody. Everybody. She can go against everybody. Except doesn't work against rushers with huge aggro. What does it mean? Against characters who will just go into your face early game and just action gain you to death, or smack you so high in the early game and like not let you escape from their ping. So now you're dead. So who? Raptors, Cloak and Dagger, Bruce Lee, Oda, who else? Maybe Bullseye. Robin? No, Robin needs to build up, but well, you can count Robin. Houdini. Yep, there are some characters that can work that way, but except this thing, you are chilling. You can go against Golden Bat, you can go against Sherlock, you can go against Elektra, you can go against Doctor Strange is rough, I guess, but you can go against him and probably even win. If Ciri will survive early game, it's like GG's for the opponent, unless he's playing against like new Ciri, like the Ciri, like the player who played this character like less than 10 times. He doesn't really have experience, and he will just make mistakes about building this character around some certain like archetype to counter the opponent character. Then alright. Then it's not like that difficult to defeat this like person. But overall, good Ciri will just absolutely demolish the opponent as quick as she's like getting out of the early game. There is like nothing the opponent can do. If opponent has like huge aggro, okay, she can heal forever, she can block forever, she can discard forever, and eventually opponent will die out of fatigue. If she's playing against character who is like slower, like maybe big hits even, yeah, she still has like huge blocks, she still has cancels, and she can auto damage this character to death. Someone like Luke Cage with passive armor just gets auto damage to death. Horse can clear up sidekicks, and if you are just lazy, you can just wait the whole game for the child of the elder blood, or whatever the name was, you know, the free value, the free auto damage scheme. Play it 4 times and just destroy the opponent and just maybe find some damage somewhere else. But I guarantee the opponent like took like probably 5-6 damage before you were even able to play the child of their blood. So you are just chilling, you are just one-shotting him. And it's fine. It's fine. And this character is like awesome. But yeah, that's why she works against everybody, and against rushers she's very bad because you can rush her, but there are not that many characters who can do that, and also Ciri can counter that pretty easily because she can ramp up pretty quickly if she will get lucky. Yeah. Win condition. Depending who you are going against, you are picking a certain playstyle build with source cards and destroy the opponent with it. So like I said, I will not repeat myself. You're looking at the opponent like side of the table and you're like, okay, who I am picking against this character, which playstyle I'm picking against this character. And you always like can find an answer in Ciri. She's so versatile. That's why she's so powerful in the tournaments, because she's basically skipping this whole aspect of drafting a hero, because you can draft a hero and be like, yeah, I will pick this character, and this character because they're countering this character, this character, this character. But then you can pick Ciri and you are like, okay, I'm countering almost like 90% of the roster. But I need to like know how to counter it, but yeah, I'm countering the whole roster. Yep, Ciri is so good. You only need to like know how to use your source cards to the best advantage, and you're fine. Search for source cards. Yep, source cards you need to like get as quick as possible. The best one is Push to the Brink and Lion Cup of Sintra, because those cards are good in the early game. They will still deal like 1 damage, they will still hit for 4. And then you want to search for Channel the Source, because as I said, unless opponent will feint it, you can just bump up all of your sources in one attack and not only reduce the opponent health by like 5 probably or something else, but also you're not now build up to some other playstyles. You can just discard or Sintras and play Zirael, or you can just discard all of Ziraels and now smack with 7s basically in like, I don't know, 3rd, 4th turn. That's pretty great. Yep. And now, like promised, we'll get to the tier lists. And okay, so now the tier list. I will be putting them on the tiers. And for all of you guys that skip to this moment, please go watch at least the part where I was talking about the sources, because I will not be repeating myself. You copy that? Yeah. Take your ass back to the segment with the sources, because you will be then like, oh, but I think this card is better, or this card is better. You are just delusional. No, go back there and like watch it. You will understand. Zirael, straight up banger. 10 out of 10 card. If you will just get it up to the 5 source, it's absolute monster. It's also a monster at 3 sources. Overall, this card is pretty good even in the early game. It works, I mean, it works even in the early game, it works in the late game, like it smashes in the late game. In the early game, it's kinda meh, but you can skip this process by playing other source cards. And yeah, this card is basically the reason why the Control Ciri exists, and is so powerful because random discards are like broken. They are so busted, and they always will be. And I will always believe Zirael is one of the most powerful cards in the whole Unmatched, and for now my favorite my favorite like card in the whole Unmatched. Probably like I think Zirael is my favorite like card in the whole game. Push to the brink, absolute like S tier, S plus I would even say. Without this card, you would not be able to play all of those fancy builds, because now we can play 5 Zerails, 5 horses, 5 blinks if you want. Cancel Sindbad 5 times with Paris or some other heroes. Heal 4 times for 2, smack with 5 sevens, hit with 12 auto damage, like who designed that? And then, no, we are not doing anything with this one. So yeah, this is broken, or you can like take this back and be like absolute unkillable monster. This card is broken. You can use it at fatigue playstyle, you can use it as aggro tool, because at the 8 sources you can take card from a discard pile and then draw a card. So now we are 2 cards plus at your hand, and you can aggro the opponent again with something like Lion Caps, with something like Bane of Unel, or even hit them with blinks, because why wouldn't you? Why not? Or you can like even hit them with Zerails. Broken. Bane of Unel. I don't know, guys. I think this card is actually like pretty good. It's not like broken, but it's pretty good. Like dealing 3 auto damage if you play 4 of those. This is for value, so it's still like good. So it's already like great. A horse will not die that quickly because he has a lot of health and he can block with this thing. So he will probably play 3 of those 4s, and you can treat them as 5 values even, because yeah, this one auto damage is cool. You can clear up sidekick with it. Yeah, very versatile attack, and also pretty broken attack. I think horse playstyle with 5 of those cards is pretty dope. Yeah, horse is cool. Blink. Blink is even better than horsey. Blink is broken. This is basically your broken defense thing in one card. Like broken defense, all of defense powers at one card alone. You are blocking for 4, so yeah, good luck dealing damage. And then you are going back, like blinking away from the opponent, so he's not able to hit you again. Yes, this card is the Bane of Bruce Lee, Bane of Raptors, because you can go through them. Bane of yeah, everybody. This is a control monster card, and I'm loving. Why did they give it to Ciri? That has like 15 health, then 8 plus additional health, then 3 value blocks. Why? Okay, I guess. Push to the brink. I don't know. This card is pretty okay. I mean, it's good in the early game because it still like generates damage in the early game, so that's respectable. And then in the end game, it's absolute monster. But I'll be honest with you, it's like the Lion Cup, but on scheme card. It's still good, like 3 value block, pretty good. And then dealing 1 damage after combat is a great block. And then dealing 2 auto damage after combat with this is a broken block, because now that's a counter punch, counter attack, and those cards are broken. Okay, now we got parry. A parry is pretty okay. It's higher than this one, because yeah, feinting the opponent attack, it's, you know, canceling opponent's attacks is always like this weird thing. In like some matchups it works, in some matchups it's like doing nothing, and in other matchups it's like doing the whole job. So if you are playing against someone, like I said, the Sindbad, or if you are playing against character with action gains like Mikey, Bruce Lee, Raptors, Bullseye, Yenenga, you can just cancel their ass with this thing and be so happy. You can even take it back if the opponent is relying so much on those like effects, and now cancel them to death with this. Pretty cool. I love this playstyle actually. Heal for 2, the Unicorn ally, it's also pretty awesome. I don't know where to put it. It's absolutely like bonkers if you will go for the fatigue playstyle or for the huge health bar playstyle. I still think it's somewhere like here. Because I think it has more uses than those cards. Those cards are good blocks, or they have some effects depending who you're going against. This card is almost always useful, no matter who you're going against, because you can go for the defensive playstyle with it. You can go for the aggressive playstyle with it, because it gives you like absolute broken card draw, or it gives you absolute like huge fatigue value game advantage. This is so good. Lion Cup of Cintra. This card is, I think it's higher than this. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not. I think Lion Cup of Cintra is, when it works, it works. Because if you're going against characters who are just having, like I said, a smaller health bar, their blocks are actually sucking because the max their block is free value. So, you know, something like Robin, someone like Ghost Rider, someone like Chupa. Then in this playstyle, this card is absolutely broken, but in some other playstyles, like if you are going against Jill, this card is absolutely useless. Because now you are playing it and you are just baiting her attack, so it's still alright, and building up sources, of course. But I still think it's like... I will put it here. But I think Unicorn Ally should be higher, because Unicorn... it's even more higher. Maybe not that much, because Unicorn is the two playstyles or three playstyles in one card, while this one is only one playstyle, and we are not counting OTK with this, of course. So if it works, it works. But I'm not crazy about this card. I'm not so crazy that I even put it here. This card is bad. It's bad. I mean, it's only there to keep the horse alive, and to sometimes it will give you sources, so it's great. The effect is broken, but good luck winning something with this card because it's free value. Yeah, I think this is like still respectable because it keeps horse alive, and horse wants to play this card, and you also want to play this card so much. That's why you want to like keep horse alive, and it helps you in keeping him alive. Also, it has free boost, so it's great. Push to the the something of the Elder Blood. The Child of the Elder Blood is absolutely broken. Probably same level of powerfulness as Zirael. Those are basically your two aces. If you are not... Oh no. No, never mind. If you're if you are going for the OTK, like absolute lethal playstyle, you are just playing this one, and if you are going for the control playstyle, you are playing this one. But you can combine those two playstyles together, and those cards are absolutely broken. I still think it might be biased, but I think ZRL is like more powerful. It's like better. But it's my bias. This card is overall like an absolute monster powerhouse. And then we got Channel the Source. Channel the Source is like... I like this card because it allows you to ramp so quickly, and that's so good. But it's also pretty RNG dependent. If you'll not draw a lot of those sources early, you're still cooked anyways, so even this will not help you. Doing the OTK with this character is actually pretty interesting, and it's more challenging than doing the OTK with Jekyll, with Houdini, with Genie, with Dracula and Blackbeard, because you don't have the privilege of looking at the opponent's hand and discarding one of their cards. So it's something like King Arthur OTK, but now with a choice. I still think this card is... yeah, it's here. I think Parry is better. I think this is straight up better. Horse is so good. Blink is broken. Push to the brink is destroying the whole board. Zirael is like so good, you just cannot lose. It just discards 3 opponent random cards, so that's already like broken effect. And this one is basically your core. You can play so many different playstyles with this one, and it allows you to play like tons of other different playstyles because of this card alone. I hope this tier list is valid. I would probably switch some places. Maybe not. I think it's alright. Like, let me know if you're agreeing or not. But now, let's go back to the video. Let's go. Yeah. Okay, so now with tier list out of the way, we are done with that. Oh, yeah. It is not as long as I expected it to be. I mean, Ciri is so complicated. I could like make probably speak for another 5 hours about her, like no problem. Especially about every single of those playstyles, like zero L playstyle, push to the like blink even can be used as playstyle if you want. Horse playstyle is so fun. Like I can talk about those playstyles forever. But yeah, this is the character that is so great. It's awesome. I know that she has like some absolute lovers, some absolute haters. I believe I'm not like absolute lover of her. I am not like okay, she's the best character in the whole game, but I will never be like, oh, she's not that good. It's not like people are just overrating her. No, they're not. This character is just broken, busted. You basically like you need to learn her and play her a lot. It's not like you will play her like 3 times and be like, okay, now I discovered everything, every playstyle. Like with the Luke Cage, you will just play 1 game and 2 games and you are just knowing the character. With her, you have to play like I would say 20 plus games to fully understand what I just explained to you. I played her a lot, and she is like very well loved among my friend group and in my local tournaments. She is like so great, so powerful, so fun, so versatile. She's the definition of the versatility in the Unmatched. You can just pick Ciri and go against everybody. You are chilling, absolutely chilling. She's so good, so powerful. Yeah, awesome character. If not for Sherlock, Elektra, Doctor Strange, I think she would be at absolute S plus because she would be countering the whole roster, no problem. But yeah, she's still like going so well against them, like almost no problem. But you need to be like skilled with her. But yeah, that was all for it. Next, I don't know what we'll be doing next. We'll see. Probably some tier list or some fancy video. But no, yeah, that was all, gentlemen and ladies. Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, see you next one. Peace.